Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Nick from MMA Pixels here with Ernesto Leyva, the lightweight fighters rep champion. He just won the title last weekend, April 21st, against Benjamin in a decision. How are you doing, Ernesto?
I'm feeling great actually from that victory. It's still sinking in right now. It was all so much when the fight happened. But I'm feeling great. Ready to start training again, but I'm just resting my foot right now. I thought I broke it in the fight.
Oh, wow. What point in the fight did you think you broke it?
I think I didn't feel it in the fight, but later on, like towards the second or third round, I was looking at my foot and I was like, wow, it's really swollen and I can't really put too much weight on it. But just afterwards, it swelled up huge. Like right now, it's a lot better now. I got X-rays for it, and they said I had negative on any fractures or breaks. So I think I just ate up his shin a lot that whole fight.
Did that affect your performance at all during the fight?
No, that was pretty much our game plan. My captain told me we're gonna go for the low calf kick. I don't know if he watched any videos on him, but he told me he's a taller guy. He liked to move around, so he told me right before the fight, just let's eat up the low calf kick. Let's take that away from him, so he wouldn't have any power. He wouldn't have any movement, and for me, that it worked out perfectly because he didn't move too much. He tried, but he was always there when I was coming in to strike with him, and I felt like I had the movement on him.
Right. Yeah, that's a devastating kick, the low calf kick. You can't really check it or anything.
Yeah, he checked it a little bit here and there. I think because he was backing up, that's why my foot caught a little bit into my shin bone. But yeah, he told me right before the fight, hey, break your leg on his leg, and then that pumped me up for that. So I was just weaving that leg, trying to kick him as hard as I could, let him eat more of the force than I was, and it worked for me. He didn't want to move forward too much. He couldn't move. He couldn't get his offense on. So to me, I put him on the defense, and everything fell into place for me.
Are you happy with your performance?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I was trying to finish him. I think I caught him in, I don't know if it was the first or second round. I caught him with a good left hook, left high head kick, and it stunned him a little bit. He got a little rocked, and I tried to pour it on him, but he was a tough guy. He didn't want to give up the belt. I don't think he really wanted to lose. Because he could have turned away or fell down and quit, but he tried to clinch and he tried to grapple with me a little bit, and he reset himself, which was for me that showed a lot of composure and professionalism from his part.
Right. You mentioned some of the game plan going into the fight. How was training camp leading up to this fight?
Training camp was great. Actually, I had I had two fights. I was supposed to have two fights before this last fight, and I had an opponent pull out the last card. So I was like, okay, wow. And then the last fight I was supposed to have again before this fight, the opponent pulled out. I had one opponent pull out saying he got an injury the week before the fight, and then I got a replacement at 165s, and I was kind of nervous about it because I was like, man, like I was already cutting down the 155s, and I was like, I never really fought like a heavier weight. But my cam's like, you know what, just go in there, do it. It's amateur, you'll get the experience, and it's good for you too. You fight with big guys in practice. We don't have any. He always tells us at practice, there's no weight classes in practice, and I think it helped me for my fights too. When because Benjamin, he was a taller fighter than I was. He was a big lightweight, and I'm a big lightweight myself. I'm 5'11". So to me, it helps a lot because I'm fighting sometimes big guys on a team that are like 6, or 5, my same height, but like 250 or heavy guys. So it gives you a little bit of a mental edge in there. So it helps a lot with that concept. So what was the question again? I forgot.
No, you pretty much answered it. I was just wondering how training camp went coming into it and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the last fight I was supposed to have, I went up a weight class, but he pulled out the day before the fight on Friday. So that kind of left me a little down, but I used those failed camps or those failed fights to push onto this camp right here. And I felt amazing for this fight.
So was there anything like in the back of your head that you didn't want to get pumped up because you thought this fight might not go through?
Um, Kind of, but that's not a really good mindset. If you're like kind of thinking like, oh, like this fight not might go through, because then it's gonna lead to my training. I'm gonna be in training like thinking like, oh, he's not gonna show up, so I'm not pushing myself. To me, I just tell myself before the fight, hey, I'm fighting somebody, something that day. So no matter what, I'm ready. Fight day for me, I feel like is never goes as it's supposed to be. Like it doesn't go as planned. Like there's always like weigh-ins that sometimes take forever, or your ride might might not turn on that morning, or I like that day for my fight for this last fight. I was I woke up at 159 and I had to cut 4 pounds to make 155s. And so I woke up at 7, cut about 45 minutes. I lost about a pound and a half. So I was still over maybe 3 pounds. My friend was here. We went to my shower. We put the steam on, got trash bags, started pummeling for about 10, 15 minutes, cut another maybe pound and a half, and I was still over about a pound. So I was already late. I was already kind of running late to weigh-in. So we jumped in my car from Covina all the way to Long Beach. I put on trash bags, some sweet set again, a new set of clothes, trying the heater full blast. All the 45 minutes all the way over there to Linwood. Jumped out of my car, took a real quick shower with the distilled water just to wash off any sweat or the sweet sweat too. Washed it all off, went in. I was 154.5. So that didn't go as planned. I didn't expect to make like 3 different cuts in the morning, but you just take it in stride. You just roll with the wave, and I got the win. I got the bout.
Did you feel okay, like rehydrating and everything? That didn't take anything extra away from you?
I felt a little dehydrated. I was a little when I was getting like after I weighed in, I was like, man, I feel a little tired and dehydrated, but I didn't let it really change my mindset for the fight. Like I said, I kind of come with a mindset like anything that's gonna happen is gonna happen on fight day. You just gotta brush it off your shoulders, because if you let it get to your mind and stress you out and you start worrying about it, it's gonna take away from your performance.
Right.
That's how I feel. Right?
So you mentioned you went to the doctor, everything came back negative. When can you start training again?
Um, Probably next week. I'll probably show up. No kicks for sure. No cardio, no running. But I might like start doing some push-ups, maybe some like grappling, some pull-ups, just something to get back in there. Because that performance for me, it was great. I wanted to finish, but I want to keep the momentum going. I don't want to take a too long of a break. I know it's summertime coming around right now, so I'm not trying to take a break or anything like that. I'm trying to really get onto the pro circuit and start making money.
When do you see yourself turning pro?
I truly want to go pro before the end of this year.
Okay, do you see probably another amateur fight before then, or?
Yeah, I think my captain. I was supposed to have one in May 19th for another title, but the foot is not looking too good. I won't be able to train like I want to before then. So I'll probably need like another 2 or 3 weeks. It just depends how fast the foot heals, and then I'll still kind of do training. Maybe I'll start swimming too, and just kind of get like keep the cardio up and just be ready for whatever happens next.
So when you do turn pro, were you going to stay lightweight or will you drop down to featherweight?
I'll probably stay lightweight. Like I said, this weight cut didn't go as it planned for me, and it's hard for me to drop weight. It's not super easy for me. It sticks to me a little bit. It's a little harder for me, and I feel like 155s would be perfect for me. I'm kind of big already. I'm 5'11", have a big frame for it, but I think 155s would be good. I think I just need to put on some more muscle, maybe some more strength and conditioning, get a little bigger, and I think I'll do fine there. And plus, I don't want to. Some of these fighters, they deplete themselves to 145s and they don't perform as they want to. So to me, I'd rather be healthy and perform good, and not have these horrible weight cuts, because that's never fun. That sucks. And it's like I said, this last fight, it was stress, but I already expected to go that way beforehand.
Okay. Where's the title at right now?
Oh, I have it right here. Let me grab it.
Yeah,
I've been sleeping.
Dang.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Honestly, this belt is like one of the nicest belts I ever seen right here. I was like really impressed how they made it. It looks like a boxing belt.
Yeah, right. It looks like the WBC belt kind of.
Yeah, it looks like one of them. And I actually took it out that night and the next day. So that's our rule though. You can only take it out for the night and the next day, and then that's it. You got to move on.
So where is it going to go after it leaves your bed?
I don't know. I have to figure that out. I haven't even been back to my gym yet, honestly. I haven't showed everybody, so I just have to go in there and show my coaches and some of the other teammates from our pro practices and the night class too, just to show face. But I haven't done it yet. I just been resting my foot this whole time. I got my crutch right here and everything like that. So I just been trying to heal up lately.
Right. And where can the fans follow your healing process on social media?
If you guys want to follow me, it's Ernesto, but instead at the very end, it's 000.
And that's on Instagram?
That's on Instagram. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I could get more fans. I need them. I want to put on more great shows for you guys and everything. That was that's something I do for training beforehand too. I try to do little things to put on a little show because I know I'm an entertainer and everything for the fans, so I want to make sure everybody's having a good time out there. I don't like to do boring fights and stuff like that.
You enjoy the whole process?
Yeah, the training's really hard. The fighting, just when I get to the fight, I just when I kind of make that, it's like one of my things I think of before the fight. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, do this, have good movement, But something, of course, I always have my hands like, hey, like put on a show, have a good time in there. If you're not having fun, why am I even doing this? Like, that's something I've always told myself. If I'm not enjoying this, I could go ahead and get a job and make money and put my time into that. Like right now I have to go to work at 2, and I have to work, of course. I have to pay bills, rent, even pay for my training, everything, supplements. So I could go ahead and get a job and work there all day, overtime, don't work part-time, and and that would be more what I would do. But to me, this is what I like. I love it. This is something that I'm going to continue to do and see where it takes me. It's the opportunity is endless for me, for everybody in general. So, I love it and I enjoy it. The injuries suck, but I think there's always going to be ups and downs to everything you do in life.
When you do turn pro, will you stop other work and use this solely as your career?
Yeah, I think right now I'm actually part-time at my job, so I only work 32 hours a week. But I also teach a class in where I live at too on Wednesday nights, kickboxing. So I teach as well. I work and then I also train. So what I really want to do is teach and have my own gym. That's like the main goal of what I want to do. At the very end of, let's say, my career, or I want to have my own gym and continue to pass down martial arts. It changed my life, and I could feel like it could help a lot of people in their life as well.
Thank you for your time, Ernesto.
Thank you.
Fighters rep lightweight champion Ernesto Leyva. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for interviewing me. I appreciate it. This is my first one. Hopefully I get more, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on and everything like that.